Yo fam, welcome to the Groove Guide for Sandy. Now I love this track, I love playing to this track, it's super fun, it's up-tempo, it feels great, but it feels great because of how I'm grooving to it. And you can groove to it in a different way than what I'm gonna show you today, but this is just where we're gonna start. And just like in our other Groove Guides, we're gonna start with listening to the song, because if you're not listening to the song, you're not gonna know what you can add to it or how you can add your voice into what's happening already. So let's take a listen. Now, as you heard, it's really syncopated. It has a nice thing going on with the bass. And because of that, we're gonna start off with trying to accent that with our bass drum. Now, this is the most simplest, obvious thing that you do when you start playing a groove. You find what the bass player is doing, you try to lock in. And you can consider that like a rule of thumb, and I'm only using it as a rule of thumb because it has generally been proven to make songs feel good when the bass and drums are together. But I'm not trying to put out your creative spark, so if you come up with something else, hey, you could do that, but this is where we're starting today. Well, I'm gonna start with keeping the snare on 2 and 4, because that's just obvious, right? And then I'm gonna put my kick drum with the bass notes. The bass hits, so you hear that dun 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 dun. It has that same repetitive rhythm going on, and so I'm pretty much putting my kick drum with that. And I could count this out. If we counted it, it would sound something like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 2 E and You see how I messed up when I was counting that, right? Like, I don't count it like that when I'm actually coming up with grooves. I'm listening, I'm feeling. It's more about how it sounds, how it feels, than the technicality of exactly what notes and what E's and ands and uhs it lands on. Now, if it helps you to do that, do it if that's what helps you get it down. But after you do that, you want to get past that into feeling it, because that's the only time it starts to feel good anyway, once you've embodied it and you no longer have to count it like that. Here's an example of me playing the groove without the track. I'm gonna just play kick, hi-hat, and snare. And to keep me on beat, because the kick doesn't really land on the downbeat of 1, we're going to put the hi-hat on the downbeat of 1 and accent it to make sure that we know that's where the 1 is. Check it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna get a little more comfortable. I'm gonna add in some ghost notes. I'm gonna open the hi-hat here and there. Might play a hi-hat choke. I might do a short drum fill that leads me back into the hit, going back into the groove. Check it out. All right, fam, now that we got a little more comfortable, I'm gonna speed this groove up and actually play it with the music. And I'm gonna be a little open, I'm gonna be a little free, but mainly trying to make that groove feel good. Check it out. All right, fam, there you have it. That's groove guide number 1. It's pretty simple. We just played the kick drum along with the syncopated hits that is already happening in the music. We kept the snare on 2 and 4. We got a little fancy with the hi-hats here and there, but we're really just trying to make it feel good. And again, it's just a rule of thumb that you add your kick drum with what the bass player is doing, because when you do that, it's just been proven over time that it feels good. But again, I'm not trying to put out your creative spark. I want you to explore beyond what I've just shown you here. This is just where we're starting today. And I'm gonna have another groove guide with another way to play to this very track. And I know you'll check that one out when I post it. But until next time, fam, peace. Yo, thanks for checking out the DrumTrax app YouTube channel. And if you're enjoying the videos, if you're getting anything from them, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notifications button, because we don't want you to miss anything. Because if you don't, our videos might get lost in the sauce and we can't have that. In the meantime, if you're looking for some more content, check out some of our recent videos. All right, fam? And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.